What's up everybody, it's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and in this video I'll be taking on the Respect Authority button and all of the enemies that come with it, with both Zer0 and Maya at 60 frames per second. Now, just as a short reminder, driving through slag does not automatically permanently slag you. In order to be permanently slagged, you have to be slagged and then either get out or get into a vehicle. If you drive a vehicle through slag and then you wait a little bit of time, where slag would have worn off, and then get out of the vehicle, you will not be permanently slagged, as you saw there when I threw the grenade at my feet. So pressing the Respect Authority button is going to send down a super badass constructor, and then a mix of loaders, and then at the end, 2 ultimate badass loaders. And so the first and ending enemies of this particular button and group of enemies is very susceptible to both bore and chain reaction, and that makes it fun to take on with both Zer0 and Maya. Obviously, I was able to take out the super badass constructor pretty easily there using the Pimpernel and Boar, because he has those little turrets that are actually kind of overlapping hitboxes on his sides there. And so that works out pretty cool. And now obviously when we get to the ultimate badass loaders at the end, they are even more boreable and, kind of funny to take out. So we're going to take out all of these enemies here. Like I said, there are a couple different, or maybe it's just completely random, spawn configurations that you can get with all of these loaders and possibly surveyors that will spawn. Unfortunately this time I did get a couple ion loaders who didn't really want to play with me. Ordinarily the enemies kind of plop down right on top of you, but this was the first time I ever had a couple loaders kind of sit up there on that ledge and not come down. And so I get kind of irritated with this kind of quickly, and I will switch to a singularity grenade, the Quasar actually, and then try to pull them down using the singularity effect of that particular grenade. And I am able to pull one of them down, and after I pull the first one down, the second one gets a little bit lonely and he jumps down as well. And so that works out pretty nicely. Now, this little surveyor you see here is going to end up dying to my kunai area of effect damage, and I thought that was pretty cool. See, he kind of flies in there as it's still acting. And now we'll get to see these 2 ultimate badass loaders and how they get blown up pretty easily by boar. They spawn literally right inside of each other, so it will only take one shot to kill them, which is pretty cool. Now I'll give you a quick look at the gear and skill build that I used in this particular video. It's a pretty standard melee build, and obviously I was using the Pimpernels in combination with my melee because I considered them to be the perfect complement weapon to a melee Zer0. Now we're going to be taking on the same Respect Authority button with Maya. This is my Blurred Trickster Maya build. It revolves around grouping enemies up with Phase Lock and Converge, and then using Chain Reaction in combination with the Pimpernel again in order to deal massive damage to a group of enemies at once. And obviously it can work very, very well with Chain Reaction and enemies that can be killed easily with Boar. So I guess I should say could be killed easily with Boar or Chain Reaction, as we'll see here in just a second. Now obviously in order to activate Chain Reaction I do need an enemy phase locked, so I'll pick up that loader over here and then I'll begin shooting a few bullets trying to find the sweet spot for killing the super badass constructor right there, and that worked out pretty nicely. And now that my kill skills are active, namely life tap, I'll be able to stay alive pretty easily. However, Kinetic Reflection, which is also boosted by my class mod, and Inertia, which is not boosted by my class mod, will also help me survive pretty easily as well. Got a pretty heavy surveyor spawn there, but they kind of did the thing where they fly towards me and sit still, and so that worked out pretty well. So long as I'm able to keep my kill skills up with this Blurred Trickster Maya build, ordinarily I am able to survive very well, and so that works out pretty nicely. We're taking out the enemies right now, and we'll eventually get to the 2 ultimate badass loaders again, and we'll, kill them with Chain Reaction as well. So we're doing pretty nicely right now, again, just keeping our kill skills up and surviving. Obviously, with the Blurred Trickster build, you also get a boost to fire rate, which also boosts the Pimpernel significantly. So now we got these ultimate badass loaders coming in, and we'll go ahead and phase lock one of them, and then Chain Reaction will take care of the other. As always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. Be sure to watch in Chrome once the video is fully processed to view at 60 frames per second. And like I said, guys, thanks for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.